nice job fouling off a lot of pitches, a lot of good two-strike swings, get pitch counts up on Etheridge, and then obviously Isaiah was really good today, just locating and working ahead. I think he had 1 walk, 7 or 8 Ks, and pitched contact when he needed to, allowed him to get really deep into the game. Gave up a solo homer to the second hitter of the game, didn't phase him, did a great job getting out of that inning. Just kept the same demeanor, moved the same approach, and kept attacking, and came in and scored some runs. And, scored 6 runs first 2 innings, gave him a little bit of a chance to catch his breath and just pitch, and that's what he did.
All right, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you for questions for the student athletes. Matt?
Hey, Trevor, on the first at bat of the game, you got an 8-pitch at bat and getting a double out of it. I wonder if you could take us through that and what you thought about the team's 3-2 approach today, because there were a lot of hits out of that.
Well, the umpire established his zone pretty early. We knew he was going to have a good, solid, tight zone. And so we were able to take some marginal pitches and then fight the ones off we needed to. And that was kind of the thing up and down the lineup. We were able to fight pitches off until we got one we could handle.
Nate?
Isaiah, just kind of after the home run, just kind of what got things back together for you, and just how were you able to shrug it off?
Yeah, I mean, nothing changed after the home run. In all honesty, I made a pretty good pitch inside. Got on his hands. He works out. He's a strong kid. He's a really good batter. Got enough on it, got it out. But no, it didn't faze me at all. Just took a deep breath, got back in the strike zone, just kept taking one pitch at a time.
Bob?
Yeah, Isaiah, it was a 2-0 pitch. I guess was it a fastball on the home run?
Yeah, it was a fastball in.
Yeah, and then you guys turned a couple of pretty nice double plays. The strikeout throwout and a nice turn there. Just how much of those double plays help you out?
Yeah, I mean, as a defense, they help you out a lot. They're momentum boosters. They get the momentum on your side, and they're pitch savers too. When you can do that, you save pitches. So just like Coach Van Horn said today, I just pitched a contact, and
You can call me Van
yeah, so I just pitched a contact and just let the defense do the work.
And sorry, one more. When the guys came back and scored 4 for you right there in the bottom of the inning, how big was that?
It's huge getting run support. When you have run support, all I have to do is just go out there and throw strikes. Just keep attacking, keep getting hitters out. When you put 6 in the first 2 innings, you have some margin for error, so you can give a couple runs, and you still feel comfortable with the lead. And so just attacking the zone, that's all I did.
Tom?
Yeah, hey Trevor, Mike Bianco said that you guys made some adjustments from having seen these guys before, maybe on inside pitches. Was there anything to that?
I mean, we studied that the last couple of days, studied the pitchers, and just refreshed on kind of how they've attacked us in the past. Try to make those adjustments today. And fortunately, we were able to take a bunch of pitches that were marginal that we couldn't do anything with, and then put balls in play when they're in the zone.
You playing with a little extra motivation based on the draft, and how you're feeling about that?
I've got one thing on my mind at this point, so it doesn't really come into play for me. So,
Isaiah, Dave doesn't always say a lot to the pitcher who he takes out, but he took the time to say something to you, and I think he even shook your hand, if I'm right. What did he say to you, and what was the moment like to walk out with a standing ovation?
Yeah, he just shook my hand and said, good job today. Just proud of me pretty much, and then just walking off the lap for the last time on the mound at Baum, it was special. A lot of emotions when I was walking off that mound, and just seeing the fans give me a standing ovation, it was awesome. And I'm going to miss this place and everything, but we still have unfinished business.
Bob?
Trevor, you were 3 for 5. Should have been 4 for 5. Just how'd you feel about your day and how well you hit the ball? And then you got a home run stolen too. It didn't really matter based on the score, but what'd you think of that play?
I mean, he made an incredible play. You should tip your cap to him. Did everything he could out there and came up with it. I think, I saw the ball well and was able to put some good swings on balls, and really saw a lot of pitches, especially my first few at-bats. And I think anytime you can do that as a hitter, you're going to be better off.
Okay.
Isaiah, I think you took your hat off. Did you look and see your dad today?
No. He always moves around, but he says he has one spot in the stands. But I didn't see him. But the tip of the cap was just to the fans for these past 4 years, and just sticking with us and this team and with me for 4 years. So just saying thank you and appreciate what they've done these past 4 years.
Sarah?
Isaiah, what went into the decision for you to come back out tonight?
Yeah, so Coach Hobbs came to shake my hand, and I told him I wanted it. I wanted to finish the game, but I think it was more special to get the standing ovation and walk off one more time. So, I mean, it was kind of my choice. I went up to Dan Horn.
Call me whenever you want.
I went up to Coach Van Horn and said I wanted, and he just said, you have one more batter. And then I gave up the home run, so I think he's like, let's give him one more and get it out, and that's what I did. And then he came out and got me.
Jason?
I think for all of us, I mean, we made a lot about Casey Martin's struggles in the postseason. How good was it to see him break out with that first hit there to follow you and kind of get things going again?
Yeah, I think I hit on this the other day whenever I talked about him, but it's just a matter of time before he breaks out. He's such a good hitter and such a good player. You can't keep him down for too long, so we were expecting him to come out and have good at-bats today.
Bob?
Trevor, you guys are one game away from the World Series now, but we know back in March you guys, Isaiah beat these guys in the opener, and you guys didn't, and they came back and won 2. Kind of what's the team's mindset being one win away, but it's a tough win to get.
We haven't accomplished anything yet. We've got to come out and play well tomorrow, and that's what it comes down to.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Thanks, fellas. All right, same thing for Coach Van Horn. Raise your hand, we'll get a mic too. Matt?
You got to do a lot of 3-ball counts against Etheridge today, whether it be 3-2. Got a lot of hits, got a lot of walks, hit by pitch, even one of. What did you think of your team's approach when they got into those situations?
The approach was real good today. I mean, we battled him last time pretty good. He got his pitch count up, and the first inning, his count was way up before Kinley hit the 3-run homer. So we'd already tied the game up, and he almost got out of it, but we still had him in the 30s. And then Kinley hit the home run. We saw a few more pitches, and as a coach, whether it's your pitcher or the opponent's pitcher, that your starter's probably not going to go very far in this game when they have to stand out there and throw. I don't know what he threw, almost 40 pitches it seemed like. So just a super job by our offense of fighting and just trying to get to a better pitch where they felt like they could handle a little bit better, fouling balls off. And, good job by maybe everybody up and down the lineup. It wasn't like it was just the top. It was the whole lineup.
Tom?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, what did it mean to you that Isaiah was able to come back in the 9th? That was a pretty big ovation he got, and he was able to tip his cap and all.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get him out with maybe 2 outs in the 8th, and he said, let's just let him finish it, because I wanted him to get, a little bit of an ovation. It was going to be his last outing here at home, and then he got a quick out. So we just, Coach Hobbs and I had decided, that's it. I think he was right at 100 pitches or so. He came running down around the corner and said, I want to finish this up. And I said, okay, you can go back out, but you're going to get 1 out. And he said, okay. So that's kind of what went down there.
Matt?
The first inning at bats by Ezel and Fletcher were both 8 pitches. What did you think about those 2 at bats, and maybe feel like that maybe set the tone for you offensively for today?
Well, Ezel's at bat, I think it was 1-2 real quick, and then he went to 2-2, fouled off a few more. 3-2, fouled off a pitch or 2, and then really hit a pretty good pitch, a located fastball, probably on the outer half, maybe on the corner, and just slapped it down the left field line. That was big for us right there after giving up a run in the first. They got pretty excited about it, and for us to come in and to score, I think that was big. It kind of slowed it down a little bit. As far as Fletcher, he doesn't necessarily have long at bats. That was a really good at bat, and that was good to see. It felt like that he was seeing the ball good. He took some good swings, laid off some breaking balls in the dirt, fouled off some pitches. He was right on, and it's just a good at bat. A lot of pitches.
Clay?
So, Coach, when do they get to call you Van Horn?
they keep winning, they can call me whatever they want. I really don't care. I'm sure they call me a lot of things when I'm not around, but I'm good with that too. Now those guys are great. You know, it's just you know, guys being guys. You know, I'm Coach Van Horn when they're usually we're together, but you know, when there's just talk, it's Van Horn, it's whoever. You know, it's just I've been there. It's like I call you by your last name when you're not around.
Bob?
Dave, have you decided who you're going to start tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll start Connor.
When not a surprise, what went into that thinking?
Not much.
You just feel like he's obviously been
Had more rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then their starter, I think you said the other day you voted him freshman of the year. How tough is he going to be? Yeah.
He's their ace. I mean, if you look at the numbers, you look at the wins. He's got 8 wins, I think, 8 or 9. So he's really good. Lefty, crafty, got a good arm, good breaking ball. Throw it whenever he wants. Might be his best pitch. Whenever he's behind, he'll come with it. So he's tough. We're gonna have to really be locked in.
And you've been in a lot of super regionals. Now you're on the verge of another World Series trip. I think it'd be your 8th. I think. What's the feeling like right now?
Feels like we haven't really done anything. Just like last week, I told the players after, you know, the second win, you know, they still hadn't done anything. It's nice winning games, but you know, I've been on both sides of it. You know, coming back and winning them and not finishing them out. So just same as always. Go home and take a shower, eat, hang out, watch some baseball, and get up and do it again.
Grant?
Speaking of plays that didn't really matter, but there was a play with Franklin. It looked like he was going to take third on the fly ball and then went back. You know what happened there?
Yeah, that wasn't good base running, was it? With 1 out, we want our guys to get off a little bit. With no outs, just take your time. You know, go back to the bag tag, get to third and fly some 2 outs. And he panicked, took 4 hard steps, tried to get back, and then he got back and he barely had his toe on the bag, and he was all twisted up. And just decided he didn't know where the ball was, so he just stayed there. Feel fortunate that, you know, the next hitter got a base hit up the middle and drove him in. But yeah, that was just you know, base running mistake.
Bobby?
You talked about the approach to start the game for Ezel, but really since the postseason play began, he's looked like he's been locked in, 6-7 extra base hits. What's his been approach and what's the mindset that you see from him?
Well, I think his approach is the same as it's been pretty much since we put him in the leadoff spot, and that's just to compete, battle, see pitches, and be a tough out, whether he gets a hit or not. You know, I think his mindset is that he hits first in the game, and you know, he needs to have a good at bats, needs to you know, come back with some information for the other hitters, whether it's after he scores a run or you know, makes it out, just to see some pitches. But you know, he's been around the game for a while, and you know, he's swinging it as good as anybody we have right now.
Eric?
Coach Van Horn. Having guys who've been in this same situation last year, you talked about last weekend, you really didn't have to say a lot to them. Is that the same thing tomorrow?
Yeah, I didn't say much to them. Just told them what they did good, a couple things we needed to work on, and what time we were eating tomorrow. And that's about it.
Bob?
Yeah, Dave, I guess Goodhart's got 5 home runs with 3 in the last 5 games. I guess back-to-back games. What are you seeing from him power-wise?
Well, I guess just the same as everybody else. I mean, he's swinging the bat good, ball jumps off his bat. He's been pretty patient at the plate, and he's got a lot of bat speed. And that's a good combination when you're seeing the ball good, not jumping at balls that are in the dirt, and you know, putting some pretty good swings on the ball. It's the confident hitters, what I'm seeing.
And then the last time you guys played Ole Miss and Hoover, they did a pretty good job of. You guys pitched well against them too, but you guys had more hits today than you had combined in the 2 games. What was it? Adjustments? You guys was it being back home? And what do you think?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, it's being back here, it's being a little rested, making some adjustments. I mean, you learn from the past a little bit. I think that's what we've done.
Any more questions for Coach Van Horn? Coach, thanks. Congrats.